And welcome back, everyone. And as you can see, here we are with another epic battle on Total War Rome 2. And we're starting this one off with some heavy hitters. We've got some elephants, mercenary Syrian armored elephants from Seleucid charging in and doing massive amounts of damage. You can see the attackers here actually have a couple of their ballistas here, and they're trying to shoot the elephants to get rid of them or make them go out of control, whatever. But honestly, these elephants are just kind of taking it like a champ. 148 kills now. They are out of control. But man, you know, a couple thorough spears were actually out here and threw multiple javies at them and didn't take any out. Now, real quick, let's take a moment. So, for the defenders, you can see we do have Seleucid, we have RDI. For the attackers here, we've got Macedon and Kush. Macedon and Kush are very, very likely to lose their artilleries here if they're not very careful. They do have some other factions here. We do have Pontus for the attackers, and finally Nervii. I kind of forgot to go over the players, but Macedon is Chatty Lion, Kush is Royal Athenian, Pontus is being commanded by Darsman, and finally Nervii being commanded by Dagger. Now the other two defenders are Lusitani being commanded by myself, and Boii being commanded by Sea Dog. RDI is being commanded by Tittyron, and finally Seleucid being commanded by the Bee-Man. Now back to the action here. The elephants going back in, 225, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, it's just going crazy here. They have popped Stampede. We have started to see a couple of them go down now. Looks like 2, 3? 3, I think. But they have done a lot of damage. 329, 40. Oh my lord. You can see as their HP is dropping, they are starting to go down. B-Man came out with some shield bearers here. That's a unit you don't see very often, especially from Seleucid. Now back to the front end. You can see that the forces of Kush have now landed. Now Kush made a really big mistake here. Actually, all the attackers did. They left all their archers way back in the back, leaving me as Lusitani all the time in the world to annihilate their first wave. Remember guys, as your troops are coming up and landing here, your army needs to be like here so that you can then continue filtering units onto the walls, because once this is gone, then you know the defenders have all the time in the world to readjust their defense and set everything up how they want to. You can see Kush just now putting up his archers into a position to threaten. Now over here, I believe the elephants are finally gone. I think they ended at like 600 kills. We'll see at the end of the battle. But you can see there are a couple units left here from the attackers. Boii actually bringing some sword followers out. Looks like they want to finish that off. Now I'm bringing my slingers up, trying to run my Iberian swords away. What I found is there were 3 Kushite archers, the Gallic hunters. That was way too much archers for my Iberian peeps. But just taking a moment to look, this is what tends to happen. Remember guys, always support your attack. Pontus came up and you could see a similar thing happen because there was nothing to come up after him. So like I said, remember that as your towers are dropping onto the walls and your troops are your first wave is getting up there, the rest of your army needs to be moving forwards. Because at that point, if you're still back here, then by the time you get up here, all of your first wave's going to be dead, I promise you. Especially if you don't bring any archers or anything up. Now the Cretans moved up, so as you can see, I'm getting the hell out of here. Boii was the one facing off with Nervii. And honestly, they were just kind of staring at each other. Nervii didn't seem like he was confident in going up here. You can see some archers died. That's because B-Man accidentally brought 5 archers, so he just sent one of them out to die. Now back out in the sally out, you can see the sword followers did make it out here. The shield bear's still hanging on, man. Taking on Thorax and Thorough Spear, looks like. Sword follower just about taking out this Thorough Spear, though. Got another sword follower coming up. Got a jabby toss. Sword followers should be able to beat this Thorax pretty easily. Thorax is very tired. What about the sword follower is active? They might be able to save the shield bearer. The shield bearer actually holding out pretty well. 88 kills so far. Here come the reinforcements. And more shield bearers from Seleucid. B-Man decided he wanted to break the mold here and go with a very different army than you typically see from Seleucid, which is a lot of shield bearers and elephants. RDI continuing to smother Pontus on the walls. Unfortunately, on my side, I can no longer do that due to the archer presence. So that is allowing a bit more free reign for the attackers to get onto the walls now. Except for Pontus. Got double chevron Pontic swords. There you go, more coming down. But here comes more RDI, Illyrian Marines. You can see some archer fire coming in from outside. The eastern archers of Pontus. Back in the back real quick. I mean, I think that, so this is the part that I didn't really get to see a whole lot of because I was microing up front there, but I'm pretty sure this is pretty much done. This 48-man shield bearer might actually make it out of this combat. The other shield bearers and sword followers coming in to assist. You'd see Macedon's actually just running his crew away. Sword followers are taking chase, but I don't think they're going to catch them. And there you go. You can see Seleucid taking units around, trying to surround the attacking units here. You can see the death that was wrought out here, man. Sheesh. Many men died. All right, now back on the front end. So nothing too crazy happening over here. What we did basically come to the decision was that Bowie was going to need to shift over and take my place because I wasn't going to be able to take on this front line with the archer presence, while Bowie has got the armor to do so. Ooh, good Javitas. Iberian swords, 120 kills. Thorax swords are no kills, but they have taken losses. I do have my slingers up here. Now over on the right, RDI kind of chilling for a sec. They do have a little bit of a problem right there. But hopefully we'll send something over here soon. On the far right, he's got his Illyrian, or no, Mercenary Celtic Warriors going up against Pontic Sword, but this Pontic Sword is pretty much out of the game here. Trying to catch that standard, but also trying to get rid of the ghosts. Oh, here we go. So Seleucid went in, and my veteran shields went in. Along the front line, we've got my 2 Iberian swords, but then a Celtic warrior from Bowie coming in. A couple of Thoraxes in combat. They actually are doing pretty solid. Far left here, Celtic warriors going up against Fierce Swords and Thorax. Probably should have done a cycle there, because the Fierce Swords, I don't think they got a very good charge. Celtic bows set up on the little turnaround here. Got a really good angle. They actually have shots on these Gallic Hunters and Kushite archers. On the right, or I guess this is the center, Veteran Shield, oh my gosh, 171 kills. Shield Bearers with 32 kills. Far right here, Mercenary Gallic Warriors, 118 now, but it looks like they are about to break. Especially with that archer fire coming from the outside, it definitely didn't help. But looky here, Slave Slingers from RDI, well done. Got the double Slave Slinger here to kind of get rid of these Eastern archers from Pontus. Looks like he still has one. He might get this one back. The center getting a little narrow. We were trying, so I remember we were trying to sneak through into the archers of Macedon here, but unfortunately with the Pontic coming and the Thorax coming around here, there wasn't really a good way to get to it, so I just took my Veteran Shield Warrior and engaged the Pontic. But, oh my gosh, the arty coming in from Pontus. I remember he was getting the best close, like, quarters shots I've ever seen. As in, like, shooting into a combat where you have your own troops in it. Yeah, it was not fun. He's up to 128 now. On the left, they have kind of, this area here stopped kind of pushing quite as much. The far left here, you got Sword Followers taking on Fierce Swords. Some Thorax in the back, but you can see back in the back there, Armored Showtails moving forward as well. Those are not going to be, oh hey, there's already one over here. I didn't even realize there was one over here. Thankfully, Lusitani does pretty well against Kush. I ended up taking one of my units over here just to engage that Thorough Spear, keep it from shooting us in the backs. And then you can see I've got a Veteran Shield engaging the Thorax. Thorax 56 kills. Armored Shoto getting ready to come in. Double Shield Bearer line here from Seleucid, but here comes the artillery. Oh, so painful. 143 kills. RDI just swarming Pontus. So right now you got a couple Illyrian Marines taking on a depleted Pontic Sword. Pontic Sword doing all right though, 171 kills. I like the contrast between the white and the like green, blue. Oh, and Seleucid now has his archers up here shooting into the backs of the Thorough Spears there. I ended up having to take my archers, or my slingers away due to the archers of the attackers. Archers 59, 60, 47. Gallic Hunters with 45. The Armored Showtail's waiting to go in. Oh my god, they already have 200 kills and 103 men left. Armored Showtails really are so good. What about the one at the front gate here, 61? Seems to be doing all right, but a lot of like jabbies and archer fire coming in, trying to deal with them. Doing a little bit of a switcheroo here with a couple of my Veteran Shield Warriors. And bees with Seleucid just stonewalling Pontus at the gate. Thorough Spears seem to be breaking down. Over here, this looks to be pretty much over on the left. I think Pontus is concentrating his efforts more towards the center and right now. Nervii still has quite a bit, and Kush seems to be relatively low, to be honest with you. Armored Chotel's now in on the right, 72 kills now. Going up against Sword Followers with 181 kills. So it looks like the Sword Followers have been in combat quite a bit longer than the Armored Chotel. Sword Followers look to be breaking. You can see more stuff. I mean, we're pretty much all moved over here. We don't really have anything over in the Nervii side anymore. Gone shield wall. I'm maybe just to take the Fierce Sword charge. That's probably why. You see, we've lost a little bit of ground. Armored Chotel now up to 231 with 57 men, so he slowed down a little bit. My Slinger is getting good shots over into the archers now. And then there we go, Lyrian Marines and my Veteran Shields doing some switching out here. But you can see now we can basically fully focus our attention over here, thankfully. More archers coming up from Kush, and you can see the remaining forces of Pontus now getting up. I'm just trying to get rid of these archers. If I can get rid of the archers, then I can engage. Good Javi toss by the Armored Chotels over here, now charging into the back Sword Follower. Uh-oh. Fierce Sword going around the Sword Follower now. But if they're going to do that, they need to put something to engage right there in front first. The middle here getting a little dicey. Got two Sword Followers from Boei holding. The Armored Chotel finally breaking, but here comes Thorax and then the Royal, or no, it's a Shield Bearer gen. Apparently today is the day of Shield Bearers. Still got Veteran Shields over here. But more Armored Chotels coming in. Countercharge, good job. Now RDI can basically, since RDI's side is done, he can basically put all of his focus into getting good Javi angles, using his slingers, all that kind of stuff. So very, very good for him. Syrian Archer is now taking quite a bit fire, though. Now this is breaking. We do need something to go in there. Looks like the Shield Bearers of Seleucid going to take the honor. Unfortunately for them, though, Armored Chotels are basically the perfect unit for getting through them. Higher armor unit. Let's see. Oh, I've got one of my Veteran Shields now moving over to assist on the Boei side. Just to help out with the Veteran Shields. Slingers moving forward. I still have my Nobles back in the back as well. Oh, there's some good jabbies. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Uh-oh, but now Archer Fire coming in on the Slave Slingers of RDI. Armored Chotel's now 123. Oh, my gosh. Look at the kills just skyrocket. That's its other one, 192 kills. The center Armored Chotel seems to be breaking, 275 on it. Shield Bearer with 50. Thorax Sword, 195. Nicely done. The far left, the Sword Followers, 231, 41. Armored Chotel with 100. One of my Slingers decided to be dumb and go charging in. My Veteran Shield only 31 kills. See more Veteran Shields moving forward to help with this line. I think I'm actually going to go here now that I think about it. Some of you guys might recognize this battle from a stream that I did not too long ago. I always find it interesting to see both sides, see the live version of you know, the communication things that happen, but also it's always fun to come back and look at it from the other side. I do think that in the end, the biggest mistake that was made was that lack of archer support early game. So far else, they've actually done pretty solid, the attackers have. Since then, they've used their archers well in trying to counter off Lusitani, me. A lot of the people in this battle were Patreon members and channel members. So don't forget, if you guys are interested in getting in the games or getting replays done, that's one of the best ways to do it. Obviously, those guys tend to get the top priority when it comes to playing games on streams and stuff like that, or doing, you know, if they send in replays. So if you guys are interested in that, the Patreon link is in the description. And if you would like to become a channel member, just go to my channel, hit that join button. It's basically the levels are $1.99, $4.99, and $9.99. My veteran shields here not actually doing so hot. 74 kills, but only 51 men left. But you can see the center is pretty much done, so we're able to begin moving more units around to the left and right. I actually now have my first Lusitani noble coming in. Should be able to cut through that stuff relatively easy. Now they're approaching down the center. Celtic warriors now, interesting. Usually a little bit late to be seeing Celtic warriors. Usually you see those earlier in the battle. Illyrian Marines with 54 kills, shield bearers at 61. More Marines moving up. More veteran shields moving up. 139 with 93 kills. I will take that any day of the week. Ooh, good jabby tosses I just saw there. Looks like that was the Oathsworn. Lusitani Noble, 39 kills. The Oathsworn just now coming in. Going after the, oh my god, triple chevron sword follower with 144 kills. That sword follower was getting really, really, really good kills. But you can see that all of the archer fire that we have left has now been focused in the backs of that Oathsworn unit. Got a slinger shooting over here. Where are my other slingers? So there's that one. Here's two more. Maybe I lost one. Nope, it's over here out of ammo, that's right. I was thinking maybe I lost one, but here's the final big push of Nervii. The question is, will it be enough? Nervii Oathsworn, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, and then he has a fourth Oathsworn over here. So this is going to be a tough fight. Trying to catch some of those arrows coming in. Oh, this is not good. They're going to loop around here and finish that off. Or they come over here. We do have a bronze shield pikeman coming up. That actually could be a big problem because we really don't have a whole lot to deal with it. A lot of our ammunition has been used by this point, so this could be very, very tough. Oh my gosh. The Illyrian Marine ammo is just so painful. So Nervii did actually push over here, so you can see we are moving stuff over to counter that. Obviously the Oathsworn is the biggest trouble here. Charge! Charge! I don't think I've got much of a counter charge there. Then there's a switch out. Oathsworn 31 kills. What about this one? 67. 71. Just getting kind of quadruple teamed. He's trying to sneak around here. Nearby's general is very tired. 108. Shield Bearer General for Macedon with 115 kills. Dude, the little like fade-in soldiers need to stop. There we go. Pretty sure I just caught the that sword slice, which is pretty awesome. Oathsworn over here, oh my gosh, already down to 98. He does have 120 kills so far, but I believe, oh yeah, Slave Slingers and are the Illyrian Marines out of ammo? Yeah, looks like it. You can always tell because the spear tips are facing upwards. If they still had ammunition, they would be holding it backwards, like the tip would be facing the ground. Wow, but I guess they do. What the hell? Maybe it's just throw spears. You could tell that. I'm not sure. Or maybe he had them in melee mode. That might be why. Because typically, if they still have ammunition, like I said, they'll be holding their spears upside down. Obviously for throwing. Bronze Shield Pikes, unfortunately surrounded. Oathsworn General about to break. And that is pretty much it. Now, to be honest with you, I may just go ahead and end this because really all that's left is the Pontic General, and all of us are way far away from killing it. So it takes us a little while to go out there and go kill it. So to be honest with you, I'm probably going to end this because I think you can tell that this is pretty obviously a defender win. Alright, let's go look at some kills here. Well, maybe it doesn't give me the kills if I do it that way. Well, shit. Here, give me just a sec and I will insert the kills for you. Alright, here we go with the kills. Sorry about that, guys. So we'll start it off with Big B's 1,988 kills as Seleucid. Honestly, really good with his shield bearers there. And then 486 with triple chevrons on his elephants. Got myself as Lusitani with 2,181 kills. Slingers, I mean, that one I'm happy with. The other three, definitely this one I wish I did better on it. Infantry, I'm happy with for the most part. 252 on Veteran Shield Warrior. Iberian Swords, 159, 155. Tityrond as RDI with 1,912 kills. Illyrian Marines, 173. But look at the Celtic Warriors, 282 on that one. Then finally, we have Sea Dog as Boei with 2,074 kills. His Oathsworn 131 and 108, but look how healthy they are. His archers did okay for Celtic bows, 247, 317 on the sword followers. Very, very well done there. Now for the attackers, we have as Macedon, Chatty Lion with 1449. Archers probably could have done a little bit better there. This one did pretty solid. His infantry, 204 on one of the thorax is pretty good, 127. Darsman as Pontus was 1787, leading the attackers here. 155 on his ballista. His one of his archers did pretty well. His Pontic swords 193, 121, 170. We've got Royal Athenian as Kush with 1532. Really, the Armored Showtail's carrying it here for him. 278, 215, 196, 194. Then finally, Dagger as Nervii with 1404. His Oathsworn 130, 142. But really, his Nervii or his Celtic Warriors and Fierce Swords not doing too hot. Mighty Horse got 112 kills. Well, that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for joining for this one. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.